always saw shit about this fucking series. Always. I know nothing about it. Absolutely nothing. So, I'm gonna be really dumb. Ace attorney. I have to mentally prepare myself for this. I am the bi attorney, not the ace attorney, but you know. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Oh my god! Damn it! Why me? Oh no, is it like auto-trans? Like, I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. I clicked off the game. No, I keep clicking off the video game. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help. Oh, I want to help. Fucking Phoenix. I want to help him out too, yeah! I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Murder! Yeah, simple, like murder. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. Objection. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do! Uh-oh. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The procedure is ready, Your Honor.
The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. Same, dude. This is a murder trial. Tell me what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report to cover so many times. It's... Wait. No, wait. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
The victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look. The victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab. Oh, how did you say that with your mouth? Wow. You're right. No one would believe you just a little bit. Okay. Mr. Wright, who was the victim in this case? Cinder block. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor, next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Ooh. It's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court records. Awesome. Cool. Tab. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant Mr. Butts to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready.
Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey! Watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet! Cleopatra and Mark Anthony!
Did they all die?
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Okay. Oh, you motherfucker. One day before my birthday? How could you do this? Oh, what? She died on my birthday! Oh, no! Happy birthday to me, I guess!
Dude!
Happy birthday, Sin.
Thanks.
I got you your favorite. A crime scene.
Awesome, thanks!
It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Here is your present. Murder. Happy ball.
Thank you. Okay, Larry. Okay, dude. Calm down.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. Honestly, we have to let him answer so we can dissect it. I'm gonna probably die, but who else? I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the
That means nothing!
Look,
That
just
means
let Larry go to jail,
nothing!
okay?
not how that works. She wasn't home, man, so like I didn't see her. What the fuck was that? Objection! Is that his voice?
Your Honor! The defendant is lying!
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order! Order in the court! This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspaper at the victim's buildings. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh, yes, newspaper, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Oh, God. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Perusal. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right, right? This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Nick. Okay. Hold the phone! There's immediately a contradiction! Time of death, 4 to 5 p.m. But he said at 1 p.m. How do I... There we go. You found the body at 1 p.m., you're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Oh, that! This is trivial! The witness merely forgot the time!
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee! That's a really good question!
Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart.
Wait! I remember now!
Would you care to give your testimony again? Oh god.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television.
Fucking idiot! No! The power was out! It's immediately right there, you dumb fuck! Try a little harder next time! I've got this one. Yes, I do. So easy.
Turn back school.
Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery! And this record proves it! You couldn't have heard a television or a video! The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Wait! I remember now!
Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testament from your very beginning.
Congratulations.
These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon.
No, oh my... You could have just said there was a clock. You had to ruin it with the murder weapon. You absolute fucking idiots. I know this is like a tutorial trial, but God, you could have tried a little harder. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
You with your objections and your evidence! Just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock!
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Is it? Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder!
Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there!
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her! You struck her with the clock, and then and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard! Order in the court! Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Side, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face! Ah! Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never! Look, the clock! I heard, no, I mean, I saw, ah! Shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you! I saw him! He killed her, and he should burn! Burn! Give him death!
Order! Order in the court, I say! Mr. Wright! Your Honor, you claim the sound the victim has heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? Oh, fuck! Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Try sounding the clock? Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? May I have the cock? May I have the cock? That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So we heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
That!
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one!
Ha! Ha ha! You forgot one thing!
Uh-oh, what's he talking about now?
While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing! How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case!
He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indicate the witness. Unfortunately... Uh-oh. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens! You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! Your liars are all slime!
Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Did I fuck up? Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Oh, Mia, I love you. Think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course, there is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words! Let's see you pull this one off!
So I assume it's the passport. Because she was, in holidays. I swear this can be the only thing. I guess I'm just gonna present this. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Order! Order, I say!
Sawit died of cringe.
He just fucking died of rabies, I guess. Very well. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find a true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Yay! Confetti! Woohoo! Alright, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. This game is a fucking trip and a half. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself, right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Dude, this sounds like she's gonna fucking die. She's gonna be the next case. Of course. I knew it. Awesome! Awesome! Really cool. Oh, so cool. So very fun. Oh, that's great. So very cool. Chief? Chief! Chief! Chief. Okay. What the? Oh. Awesome.
And the moral of the story is never accept gifts from Larry.
A large painting. I guess you'd call this modern art. I, on the other hand, call it a mistake. So, you're the chief's
Sister, I'm her younger sister.
and you were here visiting? This late at night?
Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her.
Evidence?
Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker.
No! Hey! I know you! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gum. Oh god, that's unfortunate, my friend. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Do you want me to hold your titties, sir? Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot.
Are you going to be my attorney?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. That is up to you.
Up to me?
Yes, I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here.
And I've also heard about you.
Heard? Heard what about me?
I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day.
Today was my junior partner's first time in court.
Wow, really? How'd that go?
It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. Been a while. It's been a while.
So he crashed and burned?
He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. Aw, that's really sweet to say about a literal dumbass.
Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now.
I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Wow. My boss and a very good defense attorney. Haha, unfortunately dead now. Oh, you can just fucking... No, you can just fucking... No, what? What? Why can't I just move? What? Did I just, like, fucking abandon her? Hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Right, and you were... I really want to press this one. Detective Gumtree. Gumtree, was it? Detective Gumtree? Gumtree? About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth? That's right, pal! Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself! Wait, you don't know him, don't you? I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain, he doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Nah, don't talk about him in that way. You make him barely sound human. So I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredible young of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edward hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. Never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. I was wondering, do you know anything about this? That statue! That's the murder weapon! Huh? He thinks the clock is just a statue too. I'm starting to wish I'd never seen this thing. Thank you, Mr. Gumshoe. I'm going back. Sorry that I just randomly left you. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to just randomly leave you. There's something I've been wanting to ask you.
Yes?
What's with that outfit?
Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say.
The acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do?
Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training.
A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Sir, an acolyte, medium in training.
That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world.
Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too?
Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too.
I had no idea. Wait!
But what?
So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium, with ESP and all that?
Yes, in training.
Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her.
I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level.
I thought that would be too easy. Plant! An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. Kind of looks like a dick. You know? That looks like it has foreskin. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him not so straight. Tell him gay. You all done, pal? Yeah, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait! One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to the witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May! I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already, hun? You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now! She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal! Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Awesome. Alright, let's go,
Well, hello there, handsome.
I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one.
I like a man with a big vocabulary.
Better not encourage her. I'm scared. Alright, let's leave. I better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Oh. Grr! If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha! So you're the one that has been looking for me. Well, sir, actually it's about Maya. Maya Fey. Oh, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the stranger reaction? Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. But wait a second. How do you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Alright, see you later, motherfucker. Uh-oh, hey! Maya, I've got some bad news for you. You're going to jail.
I see. I've been abandoned then.
Oh, man.
Well, and my family, have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life.
So who was this man who ruined your mother?
Quite
Excuse me? White?
That was his name. My sister told me.
White?
Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess.
Time's up. What should I do? I'll do it. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. She has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know, I've been there a long, long time ago. No! What? No! Don't just show me him crying as a child. What is wrong with you? Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Right! Thank you!
She smiled at least. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right?
Yes! And I trust you, so you trust me too, okay?
There's a fucking fly. Hold on, give me a second. Okay. Why does it seem like every time I come here I end up embarrassing myself? Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? Mr. White. For Maya's sake, I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. To be continued! Hold on, there's a fly. Yeah, flies do suck. Court is now in session for the trial of Mrs. Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir! My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir! I'm the detective in the charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir! Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map on the office to explain. The court accepts the statue as evidence. Instead of calling it a statue. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Mrs. Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Mrs. Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Mrs. Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine? I couldn't see a single contradiction in the testimony. Whoosh. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. All right, let's give this a try. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna... Hold on, just 1 second. Oh god, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bluffing. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. The writing in this game is so good. Sorry. Fuck. This game, I don't know if it meant to be this funny, but the writers are fucking geniuses. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't Pink, pal. Well, I guess she is Pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Oh, God. Okay, how do we know? Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies. This isn't a movie, detective. They left out the game because it is actually a game. You got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of their killer. Order, order! There's your contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. A contradiction. Fuck, dude. Dude, I'm too stupid for this. Wait, what the fuck? No, she died instantly. Hold on. She couldn't have written it. She just she died immediately. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I don't remember buttons. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Maya Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it! Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But! No butting your way out of this one, detective. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder? Oh, I also forgot. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... Lifts my hands! You fucker! The autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? Oh.
Motherfucking updated autopsy report.
It's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is... Oh, you smug fucking bastard. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. He's so hot, I'm gonna let him get away with it. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. You're a sham. The detective's a sham. I'm a sham. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Oh no! Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. I'm going to fucking slap this guy. I'm going to slap him so hard. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April, may take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please?
April May, at your service. Oh, wait.
Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is not good.
Gonna slap this prosecutor with my lips cause he's hot but also a smug fucker.
Same. God, this fucking my throat can't handle this voice.
Who knew tits could sway in a courtroom?
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, I am doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edwards doesn't want me to. He has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Okay. I'm so confused. How am I gonna fucking do this? This is where my stupidity comes in. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks!
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... You're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this.
Okay, if you had really witnessed my client Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Yes, that is totally what I was thinking of. Yep, that is totally 100% what I was thinking of when I decided to press for the answers. What do you say to that, Miss May?
What are you trying to say? You mean lawyer?
Your testimony again, if you would. I almost had her. Oh, God.
I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. The girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And he hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, the kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think.
How does she know it's a clock? Okay, I guess this is it. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are the evidence in the statement now related? They aren't they? Oh, fuck. Oops. Oh, no. Wait, was I supposed to show off the statue? I'm so confused. I'm gonna probably fail. Miss May. What you just— I should have just gone with the fucking statue! God damn it! Why do I doubt myself? I'm using the bathroom. Here, fastest pisser in the West, baby. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
What? That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. I heard it from my hotel room. Hee hee.
The law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. That's so bullshit. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. It couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the offense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar.
Fat?
Well, Miss May? Tisk. Tisk tisk. Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. Hello, let me show the phone. I'm gonna show the phone. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is in this phone! Take a look at this. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order, order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention! Let's hear the conversation. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now.
Huh? It's not working? That's lame.
I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. Well, Miss May? Would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objection? Yes! It's not... It's made by... But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. It's made by Larry Butt! It's simple. This clock was never in any store ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible. Everything is sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today. Oh.
What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... I don't... Have a look at this. That... I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Maya Faye's phone, were you not? Ooh! Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous! Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is it not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not! Oh yeah? I think I can! It's simple. What? Here's my proof. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. What is this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue of the thinker and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. I'm gonna morb! Now to deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Miss May, why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Is tippity tapping irrelevant?
Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court?
At the time of the murder, I was in my hotel room getting room service. How could I have killed her? If you don't believe me, just ask the bellboy.
I guess it's the bellboy's turn, huh? The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. But didn't... Wait, what? How can she accept the bellboy's stuff and see the murder at the same time? Is this... Oh my god, no! No, there is definitely... The fact that... Wait, please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question. That is all. Okay, this is really it now. This is my last chance. I'm just gonna have to go with the room service. Nah, that's it. I'm fucked up. 18 was a charger. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Oh, shit! No way, I was right! Yes, well, iced coffee for two, you know. And we don't skimp on the ice, sir. What did he say? What did you say? Rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite, indeed. It was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oh my god, you motherfucker. You fool! Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late! Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Ugh. Upstart, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned.
Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there.
Really? Holy shit, my fucking heart is pounding.
I love how there are exactly 3 brain cells in this court and Edgeworth has 2 of them at all times.
Anyway, this case is far from closed. Oh my god, I've only been playing for 3 hours and my fucking throat is dying. Woo! Wow. I hope you guys are enjoying me playing this. I know nothing about the Ace Attorney games, so this is, it's been a wild ride so far. quite the wild ride.
So, what is it you wish to ask of me then?
For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? You can just move in between these areas? I'm gonna leave you. Bye. About Miss May. Oh, her, sir. Not to be boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carried the scent of danger. There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. All right. Bye. Huh? The painting's gone. What's this? Old photos. There are 2 lying here. Something's been written on the pencil. DL6 Incident Exhibit A. Let's take a look at these. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. A photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the... Yes. Swap. Well, we'll see. Woohoo!
You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart.
That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. No! Right! No! Real people like this exist, by the way.
Why are you so angry?
I mean, you don't look like a bad person.
Oh, that does it! Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer!
Bottom?
Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts.
Sorry. This game is so fucking funny. Right, not her. Gotta show it to the bellboy. Hey, bellboy. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. Yep. Thanks for your help, dude.
Ah, poor little lawyer. And you were so close.
No! What? What am I supposed to do now? Do I have to go back? Ah, that old familiar clearing of the throat. Aha, you again. Hello, Mr. Grossberg. Well. You were quite a thing, my boy. Excuse me? The trial. Reminded of me of myself when I was a youth. I guess something got passed down through Mia, maybe? Excuse me, I was wondering about this photograph. Where did you get that? I borrowed it. Well, give it back at once! Mr. Grossberg, tell me about the man in this photo. He may have been in that hotel room with April May on the night of the murder. Do you know something about him? Anything? That man is Mr. Red White. He's the president of Blue Corp. Red White, Blue Corp. There's something like a detective agency, right? They're information pros. They sell information, you see, sensitive information. Despite this name, Mr. White, he has the blackest reputation of any man in this country. That is... selling information sounds like blackmail. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? I suppose. Alright, let's go to Blue Corp. Hey, that's where their painting is. What's with the surreal decor? Welcome! Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the?
Your name? What's your name?
I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Right. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably. Mr. Bright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. What is this guy's problem? I hate you so much. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she had done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed. She's paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. It's not like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details, just time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. So, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. You are so infuriating, I hate you! Red, White of Blue Corp. America. God, he's American. What? He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault. All right, time to talk to Mr. Gross. Maybe I should clear my throat. Jumping Jehoshaphat's? So I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. I'm gonna do it. It's not something I can claim to understand, but you and Mr. White are lovers, aren't you? What, my boy? You sent a painting to him as a sign of undying love. My boy, please, you're letting your fancies run away with you. Where do you get these bizarre ideas? I don't understand how you could. It's because we're not. Don't be ridiculous. Enough. I'll swallow my pride and tell you all. I knew it! They are lovers! No, we are not lovers. What is a DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than the sorting court the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. Medium? Her name was Misty Fay. Fay? Indeed, she was Mia's mother. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now, because I talked to police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. On this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Alright, time to go back to the office. The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? Interesting. Where the fuck do I go now? It said, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White, not you. What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed a murder, you see? And, thus, a very important witness I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude! I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah, Butts! Harry Butts! Right. Actually, Phoenix, right. And my friend's name is Larry. Detective Gumshoe. I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. No, I'm afraid we switched places. This doesn't really look all that switched. You're kind of still in that room? Shouldn't I be over there? I explained what had happened to Maya.
I don't believe it! How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you! This has gone too far! Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well, you can defend me in court. You can be my defense lawyer tomorrow! Alright!
Huh?
Leave it to me, I am Mia! Mia's sister after all, lawyership runs in our blood! Oh no, it was a joke!
Times may change, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with the guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With that true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow's it's me or him.
Well, I guess this is it.
Yeah, one way or another, this case gets decided today.
Phoenix, look!
Hey, chat. Do I look good? Do I look good? Is my hair made? You look like a criminal? Ah, great. Awesome. So are you saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything.
Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this?
Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie, to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. And that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy, Edgeworth. You've changed.
Huh? Phoenix, you know him?
Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Well, court will be starting soon.
What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. You're not...
I'll be defending myself.
What?
Okay, let's do this. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. The prosecution may call its witness. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Mrs. May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. He gets to show off, and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand.
That would be
I don't want to say that word. I'm scared. I'm not gonna say that word. I feel like my fucking bad way of pronouncing things is gonna not. Okay, that would be a no. No, I did not.
Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. I was quietly perusifying, that's reading to some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer.
Objection here.
I got Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over.
Huh. If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. But you weren't in the room with her. You weren't by the window! The evidence that I need isn't there. I'm probably gonna fuck this up real hard, so... Time to save! But she gave chase. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened.
Of course, comprende. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. Nope.
Are you sure?
As you know, I'm always absolutely perfect.
Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. Wait right there! Mr. White, you've dug your own grave! What is this? You say the victim ran to the left, but the direction contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right.
Oh, it is simple. You have misheard her.
I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, the victim was here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd?
Very strange.
I did see her run. Well, because you were there. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. Maybe you really did see the victim run left. Wait a second. Miss Wright, yes, Your Honor. Miss Mace is right and Mr. White's is left. Can you explain this contradiction? Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth for once. Ha! I doubt it. Alright, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fanco, of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was wrong. He was standing right there. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point to him, it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. You motherfucking... I hate you, Edgeworth. Well, this is a not very good situation. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt.
Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting?
Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. You private us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her, savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. Don't you remember, Mr. Well, no, she died in one hit. Oh my god. She wave dashed out? Oh my god. Oh well. Mr. White, the victim died from a single— Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I empathically request that there be no break, Your Honor.
Yeah, we want justice! Don't let him get away!
Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. Mr. White? Okay. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single— What? What thing? What? Very well, you may begin the— Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. This is almost over. The two accounts. I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. What? That thing? You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the seam. Doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, very odd. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White? Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. You couldn't have seen it. Couldn't have seen it. Mr. White! It was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this. These are the floor plans to the screen of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window on, at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Great Water Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as as a glass light stand. So when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Mr. White? Mr. White? You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, I miss Mia. Objection! That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth! Oh my god. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Should you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law office of Mrs. Fay. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by whom? No, you wouldn't. Miss White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Mrs. Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles! Give me a break. That's still a crime. It is still a crime. I was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Maya's so cute. Wait, what? Oh, fuck. What? No! Phoenix. Phoenix, over here! I know that voice. Mia. Never give up, Phoenix. Mia! Oh yeah, it's just a restart now? Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating.
Ah! You're finally awake!
Hey!
Court's
Phoenix!
haunted.
Gak? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. What the fuck? You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fae women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya's channeling you, Mia? That's right, I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. What the fuck is this game? But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen, you've already won. You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh, yeah. Phoenix, White wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4. September 4? That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa! Now, what did Mr. White say in this testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. What the fuck? How was I supposed to know this? Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant rather... Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant's Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. All right. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand, and the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's achievable. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree, you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of... What do you have now, Edgeworth? Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. What? No way he can worm his way out of this one! Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy's just making up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a date to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No! There's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth was sure to come up with, or just make up, something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. May I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. The witness will stay. But Mia? Phoenix, read this note out loud. Your Honor, if I may, you're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. The many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finances, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! This is Salt! But please, stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right now, right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, this court finds the defense, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Get fucked, Edgeworth. That is all. This court is adjourned. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here is running out. Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No! There's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight, say 9? The office? I'll see you later. Chief, Mia! What the fuck is this game? Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came! Mia? I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see your face. What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Look like? You were her! Maya, why are you here? Because of this! See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care... Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no. On second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick! Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. Aww. Aww. That was really fucking cute. What the hell? I am sorry, but for today, we are done. I am really into this game already. I fucking love this game already. I love these characters. I hope you guys had fun, though. I really, really like these games already. Damn. For now, though, I'm going to tell you guys goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun. I still want to punch Edgeworth in the face. And I want to give Phoenix Wright a good pat on the head. Good night.